determination by Moreno. Really taking a stand and showing them you're not going to just bulldoze over me. Great job by Brandon Moreno. But you see Smoker on his toes, switching stances. Another guy that's going to try to give you different looks. Nice body kick by Smoker. Right on the net. Brandon Moreno with the takedown right in the half guard. You see Luis Smoker with that open guard. Brandon Moreno should try and pass here off to the right. Now Smoker's controlling his wrist and throwing his legs up. He's got to be very careful here. As long as he has two legs under, as long as you don't have one arm in and one arm out, you're okay in terms of submission.
Moreno doing a nice job staying heavy inside the now open guard of Luis Smoker. Big right hand is there for Moreno.
Smoker right in on a single leg. Now this is where Smoker shines. When he can get to the top position, if he's able to secure this takedown right to the high crotch. Moreno now with a guillotine. And it's tight. Back into it.
Moreno staying committed to the guillotine.
He's gonna tap. Are you gonna pass up?
Whoa! Brandon Moreno! Cements the 5-1 favorite!
Brandon, the assassin, baby, Moreno!
Between Joshua Berkman, the former college running back, and the former linebacker, Zach Otto.
You watch the guys in there, and you can see that Berkman had started to shrink his body to make his weight. He looks a little smaller than Otto, but, I mean, it's football season. It's Saturday. You got a linebacker. You got a running back.
Right.
You'd expect the linebacker to look a little bit bigger, right? Nice
Zach
right
Otto
hand.
saying he's used to hitting running backs, so tonight should be no problem for Berkman when he got the call that Bobby Green was out and that the newcomer was going to come in and they were going to fight a welterweight. He was 169 pounds, got up to 180, and then obviously a much more manageable cut down to 171. Brandon Moreno changing his life forever just moments ago. And Zach Otto, as he lands a right hand.
Oh, nice elbow.
Yeah, follows it up with an elbow. This is, I mean, he's fighting in welterweight tonight, but good frame for the lightweight division where he normally fights.
Another outside leg kick by Otto. Every single time that he moves, he is switching stances.
Zach Otto, the UFC newcomer, taking on the hardened veteran Joshua Berkman. Counter right, backing up for Zach Otto. Any major takeaways from either corner between rounds? Otto's corner pretty fired up.
They are fired up because they feel he's doing very well. And you know what? They're right. He won the first round, in my eyes at least, and it was because of those leg kicks. But then Josh Berkman's corner said he'll continue to kick the leg until you check one. All you have to do is check one of those leg kicks, and he'll stop throwing them. But you see him land and dig another one of those brutal leg kicks into the right leg of Josh Berkman. Both of them through counter right hands right there. Nice body kick. You can kick a guy, and it does not have to land in the body. Kick him on the arms, kick him on the shoulders. You'll start to really deaden that arm as Josh Berkman is doing. He's kicking that lead arm, and you can see the redness now already on Zach Otto. There you go. You just saw Otto switch stance and strike and throw a nice combination. 1-2, jab, high kick.
Well, you got to think Otto in his corner like what they've seen on the feet. Nice combination there, and a counter right lands for Berkman.
Berkman throws. When you start to attack Josh Berkman, he really does put his head down and really does let go, you know, so Otto needs to be careful.
So
he can't get overzealous.
To what you thought we'd see here, surprised that through 10 minutes or so Zach Otto hasn't attempted a takedown, or no?
As he said, you know, he thought it would be a third-round finish after a chess match. He expected a chess match, and that's what you're seeing. But I thought he would try to get a takedown at this point. But he hasn't. He's made a good account for himself in this octagon right now. So it's not really hurting him that he's not securing takedowns.
Numbers very even across the board. The final 5 minutes after this. Final instruction from the Otto corner was to punch his way into a takedown. We'll see if he goes that route here in round 3.
Yeah, as you said, we expected a takedown from Zach Otto, or at least a takedown attempt at this point in the fight. But I guess he feels like he's doing well. And there it is. First takedown. Now he's in on a single leg. And Josh Burkman scares him off by attacking the neck. A nice high kick as I say that.
And Otto follows it up with a flush right hand as well.
He's throwing that right hand a little loopy, and you got to watch because Burkman really is trying to time that counter left hand. Both of the legs of Josh Burkman are pretty beat up. His legs get beat up from the kicks. I fought with him one night, and we were in the locker room after the fights, and you saw that the damage that his legs had taken in the fight prior, and tonight you see the same exact thing. He's not really checking the kicks.
Burkman able to, not quite, thought he was going to get Otto down.
Josh Burkman needs to create an angle. There you go. He created the angle, so he actually got the takedown. By stepping over to the side, he created an angle to find a way to get the takedown on Zach Otto. Great job by Joshua Burkman.
And that is particularly useful, obviously, with 1 minute to go in a relatively close fight.
It is on Zach Otto to get an underhook and get back to his feet. And now you see him start to get the right underhook. He's going to slide off to the side. Great job by Zach Otto.
Burkman back to his feet, greeted by an Otto right hand.
Otto's got to do something big here. He's got 26 seconds to leave an impression in the judges' minds as they go back at the end of the round.
Burkman circles and lands the left hand.
Nice straight left by Burkman. Body kick by Otto. And now into his double leg. Let's see if he finishes this. Crab down from the high crotch. Great job by Zach Otto. And look at Burkman trying. Wow, jumped right on that rear choke.
Zach the Barbarian Otto!
You see the size of Oliveira right at the beginning of the fight. Heavy leg kick to start the fight. Leg kick by Will Brooks, countered by Oliveira. Will Brooks says he feels like Oliveira is a front runner. If he gets behind, he doesn't do very well at fighting himself back into a fight. Didn't even feel like Cerrone had the triangle choke in and Kawhi Oliveira tapped. He's gonna have to make him fall behind the 8 ball tonight, or Oliveira will get out ahead of him.
Brooks won a major title outside the UFC. He's long on championship experience. Got to think for him, 15-minute fights are nothing at this point.
It's nothing. Don't be surprised if you see Will Brooks in this position with the overhook underhook step over with his right leg to try and secure a trip takedown. That is making it very difficult for Cowboy to actually secure these takedowns.
Will Brooks unbeaten dating to February of 2013 as he gets the knee up to the target there. Oliveira lands a knee of his own. Just over 2 minutes to go here, round 1 of the co-main event.
You see Will sneaking his leg around. Now he's starting to get an angle. There you go. Now he can change that position. Now he can change the position as he started to lift his right underhook and allow him to get off the fence. Now Will drops down to a double and he has his hands locked. That's the difference. Big finish right there for Will Brooks. The difference between those takedowns was that Will got his hands locked right under the butt, so he was able to secure Oliveira. Oliveira was never able to get his hands locked around the legs of Will Brooks, so he never actually was able to get the takedown completed. Oliveira right back up his feet.
Works his way back to his feet.
And right back in those underhooks. Underhooks control everything in these clinches.
A minute and a half. Come on. Relax over there.
Oliveira's doing that. He's doing a great job too.
Oliveira, the former rodeo bull rider, he said, "I'm not afraid of people after riding bulls."
How could you be? I mean, how could you be? How could you be afraid of anything after riding bulls?
Big elbows from Cowboy Oliveira.
Good elbows by Oliveira.
A lot of folks expected a clinch fight, DC. That's what we have here early.
He's got his hands locked again.
No imminent danger for Brooks here.
Yeah, Will sat down on the side on the stool and said, I popped my rib. He said, I think I popped my rib in the clinch. So you saw Oliveira throwing those knees towards the ribs, and it doesn't seem like it's doing much damage, but they actually moved Will Brooks's his rib.
Looked like that front kick just glanced the mouth of Will Brooks.
Nice takedown the tip by Will Brooks. High crotch, changes to a single. Chase down the back, good takedown by Will Brooks. Right into the mount position, look at that.
And how about this crowd as the American floors the Brazilian. Brooks continues to work here with Oliveira mounted. 3.5 minutes to go in round 2. What are you trying to do defensively here if you're Oliveira?
If you're Oliveira, you've got to push the knees and try to get back to half guard and change his position. Brooks is not on his back. He exploded when Will tried to get some space. He exploded up to his feet, but Will just went to the next position. Now he's on his back in a backpack position, and now he's attacking the rear choke. Oliveira's doing a fantastic job though of attacking his top hand. He needs to isolate that top hand and start to use his back and scrape Will off of his back by using the fence.
4 career wins by submission for Will Brooks. We mentioned a finish for him would be of use tonight.
It would get him the big fight that he's looking for. Oliveira changes it, goes right back to work now. Right back to work with the knees, with the elbows.
Like Cowboy Oliveira, I know he missed weight, but feels so strong in this weight class. Not a lot of guys going to be able to match him in that department.
He's a very tall guy for that weight division. Cowboy Oliveira has some fans right behind the scenes. Yeah. Gave him a nice little wink.
Brazilian contingent right behind our broadcast position. Now under 2 minutes to go in round 2. Oliveira has Brooks down again.
Now this is much better position for Oliveira. As now Will Brooks has accepted that he's getting taken down. Full guard now. Will Brooks is switching his hips here. Big elbow by Oliveira.
See 2 takedowns landed, both of them recent here for Alex Cowboy Oliveira. Brooks back to his feet.
Will Brooks has got to do a better job of controlling and fighting that underhook when he is in these clinch positions. Cowboy Oliveira is really dominating the positional fighting in the clinch right now against Will Brooks. Nice job by Will Brooks. Little throw by, took his back, mat return, and then jumped right back on the back.
See some hand fighting here, under a minute to go in the round.
Will Brooks' left hand is controlling Oliveira's wrist. That allows him to stay in position now, as Cowboy will want to try to scrape him off using the fence. Now he's let go of that wrist and he's attacking the choke again.
And now Brooks moves to attack with the left arm.
But there you go. Once he let go of the wrist, he was actually able to scrape him off of his back.
Will Brooks wise to grab for a single leg to prevent any strikes coming back from Oliveira, who works on a couple elbows here. Largely cosmetic blows there as we wind it down in our middle round. See if Brooks can get another takedown here. All right, 3rd round coming up next.
You cannot show your opponent that he has hurt you in any way, shape, or form.
And on the stool as they iced him, I wouldn't say he was writhing in pain, but certainly was wincing. Dean Thomas doing his best to keep Brooks' head in the fight. And here we are with this 3rd and final round. Alex Cowboy Oliveira in black. Straight right, floors Will Brooks.
Nice right hand by Oliveira. He timed that low leg kick. You see him wincing in pain, and they're just chest to chest. He's not even near them in the ribs, he's near them in the legs, but you see the pain on his face. You know, I say nothing's worse than the rib. I got kicked once by Anderson Silva in the ribs.
Yeah.
And for a week afterwards, I felt it.
Yeah.
And obviously he is in much more pain than I was in. He's grimacing in every single situation. I really love the head position of Cowboy Oliveira. The head position is what's the key here. It's not allowing Will Brooks to actually lift those underhooks. you see him actually holding under the pressure. You see Oliveira really starting to gain the momentum in this fight.
Cowboy Oliveira getting stronger as this fight goes on. He came in tonight a plus 250 underdog against Will Brooks. Brooks coming up on 4 years since his last setback in MMA. Dean Thomas, King Mo Lawal, Conan Silveira.
And the momentum has completely switched to Oliveira. Oliveira is in complete control of this fight.
You see the takedowns. Cowboy Oliveira and Will Brooks have both landed 4. Total strikes landed. Cowboy at 94%. As we go under 2 minutes in round 3, Oliveira might get a finish here. DC.
He's got that leg. Wow, Cowboy Oliveira.
Alex Cowboy Oliveira.
By TKO, Alex Cowboy Oliveira.
Let's get it up.
Dotson run to the center of the octagon, try to really take the center and set the pace of the fight.
Lineker coming off a main event win over Michael McDonald in South Dakota back in July.
Dotson needs to be very careful. He coming. He took a clean head kick. He just took, we talk about his chin. He just took a clean head kick, square on the noggin.
And Lineker barely flinched. Incredible.
He started smiling. I think when you smile, well, you maybe hurt a little bit.
Just over a minute to go here in round 1. Lineker will attack that body regularly tonight. Hooks from both sides. Lineker attacks the body. Dotson works for a takedown. Round 2 coming up.
Taking that kick right to the head, shin to head. He didn't even bat an eye. Right back to it, John Lineker and John Dotson.
It's amazing to see these guys show each other respect and smile with the type of fire that's coming back every other second.
I'd actually prefer if they wouldn't shake hands after every time they punch each other. That's just kind of like my thing, you know. I've seen it in boxing at times. Same spar, go out there and knock each other's head out, hug at the end of the fight. We don't need to see that in between every combination.
He's landing 69% here as we approach the 3-minute mark in round 2. Lineker with the knee up body. Beautiful straight left for Dotson. Dotson able to evade part of that blow because of his speed.
He's got to be very careful though. When he's evading, he better keep those hands up because they're getting closer. That one landed. That one actually landed.
In 2 minutes, I would think. Back underway, under 3 minutes to go here in round 2. Uppercut is there for Lineker.
That is a beautiful combination, going to the body and then up to the head. That is an unreal combination. Now imagine if John Lineker could actually throw a kick behind that whenever he's hurting people with the hands. It'd be amazing.
Yeah, very punch heavy.
See John Dotson blinking after he gets hit clean every time John Lineker lands.
Lineker's knockdown ratio in the UFC, 10 knockdowns. He's never been knocked down. He and Anderson Silva, the only men with 3 or more knockdowns in 2 different UFC fights. Do you feel like the longer this fight goes, the advantage swings one way or the other?
Look at that. Wow. Look at these guys.
We got a fight. Big shots landed in the pocket here. Under 3.5 to go, round 3.
You don't generally hear that in a bantamweight fight. You don't hear that cutting action when those guys are training. But you're hearing it right now with 2 of the hardest punches.
And I can barely hear you.
John Lineker is doing very well now. As the fight goes on, he's doing okay. Good combination by Dotson. Head kick by Lineker. Blocked by Dotson.
Dotson's efficiency tonight has been outstanding. John Dodson. Dodson has an outstanding chin, DC.
He has great chin and he has great footwork. It's the footwork right now that's allowing him to stay right out of the way of John Lineker. Nice right hand by Lineker.
And now Lineker thinking about a choke. That's not there.
You see Dodson go for a takedown there. That tells you that he actually got hit very good by that right hand.
Both of these guys in outstanding shape for this main event showcase. Another kick up top from Dodson. Dodson's got to be thinking, what's it going to take as I wrap my foot around his head? But respect to John Dodson, more than willing to engage here at times in the firefight.
That was a nice body kick by John Dodson. You hear his coach saying, that means you hurt him, John. That means you hurt him. Saying that you got him low when you did not get him low. Nice, another combination. Look at this. Here we go. Here we go.
Headliner living up to the expectations, and then some. Just over 4 minutes to go in round 4 of a possible 5.
Control the engagement, land big punches, land good kicks, but don't fight the guy where he's strongest.
Lineker right on the body now. Might put Dodson to the body there.
Dodson just landed a really good left hook.
Lineker continues to threaten and chase.
Lineker is actually walking him now like an animal in the jungle chasing down his prey. John Dodson does not like this pressure from John Lineker. Look at that body work. Like he's taking as much damage as he has because he's been hit. A number of times he's been hit. It's crazy. You have certain guys like the Diaz boys that if you touch them, they rip wide open, but other guys can take damage like Dodson. When Lineker makes him fight uncomfortable, he starts to force takedowns and everything else.
All right, 5th and final round here. John Dodson, number 10 in the world in yellow. John Lineker, the 3rd-ranked bantamweight, is in white. And in terms of the Lineker weight cut, it was really more that he mismanaged it than anything else. Was on weight 2 days prior and just didn't make good on the final preparation.
You know, if this is tired, we saw him fresh. Because he doesn't look very tired right now.
See, I thought he said he was trying. I thought Brandon Gibson asked him to be the hunter, and he said, I'm trying.
Oh, I thought he said, I'm tired. I was like, wow, that's tired. So, of course, he's going to get a little tired, but he's still pressing. But now he's starting to follow a little bit more than he was early in the fight. And he's fighting more on a straight line than he did before. And he's also taken 2 or 3 big head kicks to that side of the face, so you could expect some damage. But I bet if you ask John Lineker, he would not have it any other way than the day after a fight to look as though he went to war. Every time these guys get into one of these exchanges, oh, got him landed. Lineker's landed again. Oh, left hook lands. A right hook lands.
Big deep breath from John Dodson after that body shot. By John Dodson, now Lineker rips the body.
Hand by Dodson.
Slight edge in terms of the total strikes landed for Dodson.
John Lineker has such big power that John Dodson, even though he has him hurt, is not willing to actually press the fight.
Dodson really starting to take control here late round 5.
Shot by John Dodson, gets the takedown. Great job, John Dodson, jumps right in the back.
Lineker walks Dodson over to the fence.
He needs to use the fence to straighten him off his back. 39 seconds left, though. This is not okay to finish in this position.
Gotta think a fight like this will raise the stock of both fighters. For John Lineker to gain the experience of going the championship distance. The bantamweight division is alive and well in 2016.
Yes, this is a fantastic fight. Both guys gave it all they had tonight. Another head kick by John Dodson. Nice knee by Dodson.
Lineker with the body.
Lineker He's still pressing, going forward, trying to get a finish. Great job, both guys.
John, hands of stone.